We see birds pretty much every day, right? But what are we really seeing? It turns out a simple tool can turn a quick glance into this incredibly immersive, high-definition experience. So let's talk about how a telescope can unlock a hidden world, one that might be happening right in your own backyard. Think about the last bird you saw from, a distance. Maybe it was a small dot flitting between some branches, or just a shape floating on a pond. But was that its true form? Or were you missing this entire universe of detail that was just beyond your sight? I mean, the difference is just night and day. With your naked eye, you get a silhouette, a fleeting little glimpse. But through a telescope, whoa, that simple shape just explodes into these intricate feather patterns, subtle shifts in color, and you even start noticing their unique behaviors. It's really the difference between seeing the poster for a movie and actually watching the movie itself. Okay, so let's dive into this world that's usually unseen by the naked eye. The whole key here is getting past one major hurdle: distance. Birds are naturally cautious, right? So getting too close usually just means they fly away, and the show's over. But a telescope, specifically what's called a field scope, it completely changes the game. It just erases that distance without disturbing the wildlife at all. And this allows you to feel like you're right there, witnessing their lives unfold. It's not just about seeing something, it's about experiencing it. All right, so you're intrigued. What do you actually need to get started? Well, it's simpler than you might think, but there are a couple of items that are absolutely essential. Let's cover those. So the star of the show is the field scope. You can think of it as this specialized, kind of rugged telescope that's built for the outdoors. It's designed specifically for this kind of detailed, long-distance nature observation, which makes it the perfect tool for birdwatching. Now, let's break down the specs without getting all technical. For magnification, a zoom range of about 20 to 60 times is really perfect for beginners. It lets you scan a wide area on low power and then zoom way in when you find something interesting. Then there's aperture. That's basically how wide the main lens is. Somewhere between 65 and 82 millimeters gives you this really bright, clear image without being too heavy to lug around. It's the sweet spot. But listen, a field scope is only half the equation. You absolutely, positively cannot forget its co-star, the tripod. And I'm serious here, it's not optional, it is essential. So why is it so critical? Well, at high magnification, even the tiniest little shake of your hand will make the image jump all over the place. It's impossible to see anything. A good, sturdy tripod gives you that rock-solid stability. It lets you smoothly follow a bird as it moves, and honestly, it just makes the whole experience comfortable and fun instead of super frustrating. Okay, you've got the gear. Now for the really fun part. Where do you go? And the exciting answer is, you probably don't have to travel far at all. Amazing opportunities are likely just around the corner. I mean, just look at this list. The options are everywhere. Local parks with ponds, forests, riverbeds, coastlines. Heck, even that small stream you might pass on your way to work. Wild birds are living these incredible lives in surprisingly accessible places. And hey, here's a little pro tip for you. If you want to see a huge variety of really fascinating birds, head to any body of water during the fall and winter. That's when all the migratory water birds arrive, and suddenly the shores and ponds just become these bustling hubs of activity. It's awesome. Now, before we get to the amazing things you'll see, it is so important to talk about how to be a good observer. Remember, we are guests in their world, so there are a few key rules and tips that we really need to follow. The number one rule is just to minimize your impact. Be quiet and let your telescope do the work of getting close. Wearing earthy, neutral colors helps you blend in. And it should go without saying, but never, ever disturb a nest, and always leave the environment cleaner than you found it. The goal is to observe, not interfere. Simple as that. So for a more successful trip, try to use all your senses. Listen for bird calls. They're a huge clue to where a bird might be hiding. Try to plan your trips for early in the morning or later in the evening when birds are most active. And here's a great technique. Use binoculars to scan a wide area first, and then, once you spot something interesting, switch to the field scope to get that incredible up-close detail. So, you've got the gear, you've found a location, and you have the right mindset. Now for the payoff. What exactly are you going to discover through that lens? I'm telling you, it's more amazing than you can probably imagine. This quote just captures it perfectly. Seriously, forget watching it on a screen. Through a scope, you become the camera operator for your own private live-action nature documentary. The immediacy of it is just breathtaking. And this is the kind of detail we're talking about. A sparrow isn't just a little brown bird anymore. Its back is a complex tapestry of patterns. You can literally see how the light hits the feathers on a mallard's head to create that brilliant metallic green. You can spot the tiny, delicate white ring around a midge-row's eye. These are details that have always been there, just hidden in plain sight.
But it's not just about what they look like. You get to witness the actual drama of their lives. You'll see the sheer power and precision of a tern diving for a fish. You'll see how different ducks have evolved totally different strategies for finding food, some dabbling at the surface, others diving deep. It's a real window into their world and how they survive.
And as you keep watching, you start to learn their secrets. You start reading the stories written right on their feathers. These subtle changes in color might tell you if you're looking at a male or a female. The wear and tear on the feathers could tell a story of a long migration. The scope basically turns you into a detective of the natural world.
Ultimately, this is what it's all about. Look, photos and videos are fantastic, but they're a recording of something that already happened. When you look through a scope, you're getting a live feed. That power, that immediacy of seeing a wild animal living its life right now, in this moment, that's an experience that a screen just can't replicate.
And you know, this whole practice of patient, close observation, it does something to you. It actually broadens your own perspective. You start to notice more, you appreciate the complexity of everything, and you start to see how interconnected the world around you really is. It's pretty profound. So I'll just leave you with this thought. Every single park, every river, every coastline, they're all a stage. There is a constant drama of survival and beauty and behavior unfolding on them every single day. The only question is, what kind of drama is hidden near your home, just waiting for you to discover it?